Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Dynastic Dominance for CK2. So our domain is too big. King Bortwine. Bayor Twine. Well, we're an attractive boy at least. We're 6 years old. It's kind of creepy to think that people would brand the boy attractive. But we're over our domain limit. Let's see. I don't know that we actually want to get rid of anything. We'll probably just hold on to the holdings that we have until we come of age. That'll cost us 10 opinion from other people. It'll be kind of problematic for a while. And yeah, so eventually we have to get back to the basic idea of the series, which is to get rid of territory we don't belong in, such as Aquitaine, which we currently own. But we're going to hold off on that, I think, until we can maybe take France as well. I'm not really sure, you know? The whole becoming an emperor thing is becoming more and more appealing. To do that, we need to do, like, Scotland. We need to do some of our stuff over here. Fabricating claims in Tyrone. That seems good. Looks like we already have a claim here. Yes, okay. Alright, well, let's just go and win these wars. Fighting against the Kaiser. We have plenty of troops available. And I remember we just set up the... it's been 4 days since I played last time. We set up just recently the... my Guardian as a Norman, in hopes that we can actually do the English melting pot events. Now, I don't know that... You're actually attacking me over Artois, okay. If we win the war, you give me some money. If I white peace you, we don't get the money, but we get out of the war now. So the real question is, since we're paying 600 gold a year for mercenaries, can we end the war within 1 year? Well, probably. Can we also end the war without the mercenaries? Is another way of looking at it as well. And then what's this other war? Earl English war for some heavy deal? Oh right, yeah, that's gonna get invalidated. Alright, righteous imprisonment of my kinsman. He's done something naughty. Why did you do something naughty, sir? And we need to nominate someone for England and for Wales. So who do we vote for? My half-brother, maybe? I don't know. My nephew? Well, we have a brave 10-year-old nephew. Yeah, that sounds fine. He's of our dynasty. People will like a brave boy. Title on succession, we would lose the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of Wales. Very concerned about my current situation. Like, we're only 6. We do have pretty good diplomacy for a 6-year-old, but if anybody's trying to plot to kill me, we will suffer miserably. Going to make sure that our guy is trying to identify plots in our capital. I'm going to check this like religiously to make sure no one's plotting to kill us. Generally there's a pop-up, but it's possible that there could be a plot before I took over as this character that would just still be working away. So it's always a good idea to check that. Well, I'm actually more in favor of winning this war just so we get that extra little bit of prestige. Because the money and the prestige will do quite a bit for us. Gotta make people like us. At least we have defending versus foreigners right now. Should keep us safe. And that's another good reason to keep the war going a little bit longer. The longer we keep the war going, the longer we get that bonus, which gives us a period of smooth transition. They still consider me to be a foreign conqueror even though I didn't do the conquering. That's interesting. Okay, so we are at 100%. Apparently somebody else did the occupations for me. Thanks. Appreciate that. One less war to worry about. Would you guys mind taking care of that for me now? I think they actually might. Is that where you're going? Go down there. Who is this? This is Denmark and Norway. You guys are awesome. You're not actually involved in this war, but because they're involved in this war, they're just looking at it as a hostile force. They're going to go path right through it. A jihad for Jerusalem. Awesome. So we just got my cousin back in power, and our poor cousin only has 5,000 troops, and now there's a jihad against him. Naturally. Okay, thank goodness we can actually join the crusade. He'll probably call us to arms anyway. So he's currently at war with how many people? Like, how many people have joined the jihad? Just the Caliph Abu II Mansur al-Nizar. So this fella here who has 9,000, roughly. That's not too bad. As long as we get down there relatively quickly, we should be okay. So we do kind of need to keep the mercenaries around, I guess. We kind of need to siege all kinds of stuff. I need to be in a position where we can win that war at will. And we might need to temporarily go down to 6 holdings just to make sure that we don't get murdered. Yeah, we are getting the domain is too big penalty now. Let's do this. We'll search the realm for men who are not in prison, who are any, not currently married, and not a ruler. Yes, culture, yes, religion, yes, adult. Sort by age. Let's find an old man. Got an old Englishman here. Let's just check and see. No kids. Ideally, we want an old celibate man. Or an old chaste man. This guy would do it well, right? 78. Here, I want you to take care of that barony for me for a few years. While I'm coming of age. And no, you're not allowed to get married. I'll set you a special interest just so that I get a pop-up if he does get married. Okay. I thought that my kinsman would tell the cook it was I who had stolen the cookies. That is a rare circumstance where Paradox actually has proper grammar, and it's impressive. I mean, normally there's like always kinds of like little typos and stuff in the event text. Most people are probably thinking, no, Arumba, you should say it was me. No, that's not true. So it is correct. It was I. Anyway, let's move on. Education. You need to be educated by a... You know what? Why don't you get educated by that same Norman guy, just so we have a few more characters that are Norman. My guardian. He only has the one guardian. Only 14 Marshal, which is why we didn't find him right away. There he is. Okay. We'll both be educated by him together. Educated, on the other hand, is not a real word. King Svend died a natural death. Matrilineally married to my aunt. Unfortunately, his title did end up passing back to the Estrid dynasty instead of to our dynasty because he's a dummy and he never changed the succession law to Gavelkind or Primogeniture or something else. It's still on elective. However, if we go back to my mom, or my aunt here, we have a cousin now who has a weak claim on the Kingdom of Denmark. If we can hopefully get the Denmarkians, the Danes, to revolt, then there's a pretty good chance that we can get our dynasty on that throne. Would you stop it? I'm just trying to siege your lands, okay? Leave my armies alone while we loot and pillage everything, okay? No! Hakan has become regent. Oh, that's fine. We don't care about the regent. He's a strong man. We respect him. Your former regent has been bested in single combat. The duel's victor has taken the... What? That's impressive. Okay. Unfortunately, that means that we're over our domain limit yet again, because he's not exactly the best when it comes to managing territory. Well, hopefully... Here's what we can do. Let's get you married. Sure, the Princess of Denmark? No, just some girl here. Hopefully his wife will improve his domain limit. I'm not actually sure if it's going to work that way or not. He is my kin. No, that didn't affect anything at all. Work on your stewardship, man. Costing me money. And opinion. Meanwhile, don't forget that there is a jihad happening right now for Jerusalem. The Caliph is winning. So far, the Grand Master of the Knights Hospitaller has joined, and so is Leon. We're going to offer to join as well. Just so that we are involved and we, like, don't miss pop-ups and stuff about it. We just can't really afford to go down there yet. Soon, my friends. When this first wave of castles fall and then we start sieging through cities and things. No, don't let me be content. Please don't let me be content, Guardian. Smack me. Beat me with your stick. Not that stick. The other stick. No, you bastard. I don't want to be content. My half-sister is going to matrilineally marry an Abyssinian king. Damn it. How dare you let me be content? I would never let that happen to my child. I don't like that we suddenly became 6. That's crap. Okay, well... Oh, damn you. You're never gonna let this be easy, are you? You any organizers? Naturally, no. Good. You're not allowed to have any children. We surrender. Excellent. Alright, so now we'll just load up all of the men, including mercenaries, onto the boats. See if we can raise up even a couple extra. We could raise more if we disbanded first, but... These mercenaries are expensive. Fine. Looks like the closest we can get in is probably going to be here. These don't occupy the holding. Supply limit's only 28k and 30k. We should be fine. Excellent. Pope likes us a little bit. Alright, let's go win a crusade. Or jihad. Jihad for Anatolia. So the other caliph has now declared a jihad on Anatolia, the kingdom in Byzantium. That'd be this one here. Well, we don't really care about that one. We care about this one. And this one... Oh, hey. King Harold II died. 1136. Just died a few months ago. Okay. And now there's a homosexual King Godwin II. Okay. Overall, there's a lot more people in favor of the jihad than not. But they're not really... I don't know. I think we'll be okay. I mean, I'm going to dump 28,000 men. And if we put them in the right spot, we should be just fine. Sounds good. Stop assaulting things, please. Okay, the fleet's on its way. We have some vassals who are very upset with us. They desire kingdoms, foreign conqueror. We have an ambitious title claimant. My cousin. We have some opinion problems, you know. I'm a bit concerned here. The factions are probably going to get pretty strong soon. Losing that plus 50 defending versus foreigners bonus was really expensive. And this damn domain is too big penalty now that we have a different regent again. Let's click through our holdings. Alright, well I guess we're going to get rid of these then. We don't really need them. In fact, you bastard, why are you trying to make children? You're supposed to let me have my castle back. I should have found a guy that didn't want any babies at all. Looks like we have to do that. Now, can we improve relations with anybody by spending some money? Or is it even worth it? Let's try to find people who are like, let's sort based on power. Who's the strongest in the realm? The Duke of Toulouse. It's going to be pretty difficult to make him happy. Like, this guy is definitely somebody we want above 80. We don't want him to join any factions, and he can. So, yeah. I think we just maybe give you a title, though. You want to become Marshal? No, can't do that. Sorry. Alright, you get some money. You want to become Chancellor, and that's not going to happen. It's a little bit of, quite a bit of money, but I think it's worth it. Let's keep those two guys happy. Should hopefully prevent any bad factions from firing. And I think we'll take a break here. So thank you for watching, everyone. We managed to go 2 years. We will see how we do as we age, become a young man. Thanks for watching. See you soon.